Hey, thanks for checking this out. I wanted to share with you guys out there about this cool service that I want to talk about today, and I have a whole bunch of guys on here who are really excited about tutoring and things like that. Really cool opportunity for you guys to like maybe check out to see if it's something that you want to be involved in. But like this is a great like tutoring program, tutoring system that they have, and I'll kind of like let them talk about it. So maybe if you guys want to introduce yourselves one at a time about like who you are and yeah, why don't you guys introduce yourselves first on who each of you are?
Yeah,
Maybe
I can start. So my name is Kostav, and I've been with Connect Me for nearly over 2 years at this point. And yeah, I'm a entering college student.
awesome, cool.
Hi, my name's Srihari. I've also been in Connect Me for about 2 years, and I'm part of the partnership committee, and I will be a senior this fall.
Okay, awesome.
Hi, I'm Ritvik. I'm a rising sophomore and I've been with Connect Me for around a year.
Okay. And why don't you guys tell me a little bit about like one, what is Connect Me and why did you guys choose to be involved in it?
Yeah, so Connect Me at its base is essentially an organization that offers free online tutoring to students K through 8, entirely through Zoom or other video platforms, anywhere in the world, really. And we offer 1 hour sessions with students. And I initially got started when Mehmet, who is also in this call, reached out to me and asked if I was interested in getting involved with this right when the pandemic was really, um, getting to be a pretty big event or part of our lives. So it was an idea he had. He reached out to me. I thought it would be really cool and went from there.
Awesome. How about Shihari or you wanna
Yeah, so like Kaustav said, Connect Me uh, is just a way to connect students and tutors with no charge or cost and with no strings attached. It's just simply helping students learn and improve themselves in a school setting when they might not have that opportunity to do so. And we're allowing high school students um, to have that opportunity to volunteer as well.
Okay, okay. And then Ritvik, how about you? Like, why did you get involved? I guess maybe I kind of get what the Connect Me is, but how
Oh,
come
okay.
you how
Yeah.
did you get involved in there? Like, and why did you want to be involved?
Yeah, so for me, I was at a board meeting with I think Michigan superintendent or like our school district superintendent when
Mhm.
I first heard about Connect Me because they were being recognized. And immediately I was just like, oh my God, this is such a cool organization. And throughout my first year of high school, I've had a lot of mentors and people who've guided me. So it's really taught me the importance of being there for younger people and mentoring them in a way. And I think this is one of the best ways to do it.
Oh, that's really cool. So, that's a really awesome that you guys like. I think there's like a huge need for this kind of thing, right? Like, there's a lot of kids. There's been gaps, with COVID and stuff like that. I think the needs and teachers are overworked and super busy, and I'm sure there's a lot of students kind of slipping through the cracks a little bit. That you guys could like step in and kind of help with this. I think that's really, really, really cool. Um, what's like for other students who might want to like, also participate, what's maybe like the one thing you would say like you really gotten out of it that you really like um found as a big benefit to you? Maybe it's something you had intentionally did when you started, or just something you learned along the way as being involved in here. But what's kind of like a big thing that like you've really learned about yourself or that you found growth or just, just a big thing that you've been proud of while you've been doing this?
One
Can
of
you share?
the
Yeah. Mhm.
one of the big things I saw with my students was the connections that I could build with them, and
Mhm.
then meeting them every week, I could actually see improvement over their schoolwork. So, for example, when we started, there was a lot of concepts that we had trouble with, or we couldn't grasp fully. But at the end of the school year, I could see a really nice improvement, and I could see they actually had joy for learning when they were actually getting one-on-one tutoring. So that's another thing that Connect Me can offer
Mm,
for students that might be feeling that they don't have enough attention when they're doing their schoolwork or might not have enough support.
mhm.
When you have consistent support every week or twice every week, you can actually see improvement and actual joy for learning.
That's really cool. And you guys want to add anything that you've learned or you've appreciated about doing this service?
Yeah, I can talk on that. It's really a very fulfilling thing to be able to do. Like I remember one of the tutoring sessions that I was tutoring in. It was a student. She was having trouble with some addition problems, and we ended up having a really long conversation about an entirely off-topic thing, which was cookies. And I just remember that so clearly because just being able to make that connection, it really made my day. And we were able to get back on topic and have a discussion on addition as well. But it's, yeah, overall a really fulfilling thing.
Awesome. Anything to add, Ridvik?
Yeah, so for me, like Shrihari and Kaustov said, I think my idea is like passing on the torch of kindness from student to student, because when we help others and like are really kind to them, then they're gonna be kind in their own communities, and I think that'll just enrich like everyone around us' life as a whole. And that's something I noticed when I tutored one of my students, and then they came back to me and they were like, oh, I helped one of my friends out with a concept. And then I really saw it being passed on.
Wow, that's really awesome. You guys have some really cool stories, and I love that. Like, that's great. I mean, I think those experiences are like really incalculable when you're doing that kind of stuff. And you guys are making such a big impact on kids' lives that I think like it's really, 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 really cool. Um, so, what are you guys like? So we're here to talk about the service. What is it? So if students want to get involved or things like that, let me ask you, what are you guys kind of looking for in terms of like someone who wanted to be involved or someone to be in tutor? What should they kind of can anyone do it? What are you like looking for? Maybe subject wise or personality wise, just in general. What are you guys looking for when you're trying to find someone to match up a student with?
Kaustav, you want to?
Yeah, I can talk on that. Essentially, we're looking for high achieving students who are not only high achieving but also really passionate about tutoring itself and helping the community. So we do have an application process through our website, after which tutors go through a little interview phase and we decide who would be a really good fit for our team. So overall, just high achieving students really passionate about teaching and working with others.
Okay, awesome. That's really cool.
And it's not only limited to high school students, even college students and even beyond can definitely help us out and support the organization through their mentoring and teaching.
Yeah,
And I can show you the tutor application.
yeah, that would be great. So they could kind of see how do they apply, how do they kind of if they're interested, how do they reach out? Yeah.
So we have a website called connectmego.org over here.
Mhm.
And this is the application. We need full name, email. We just want to get a good idea of like what our tutors are comfortable with, what their strengths are. And we ask for a couple of these things. And we ask here for the times that they're available so we can work with their busy schedule, because as Kostov said, all of our tutors are high achieving. So we want a good idea of their availability. And then we use this to pair them with a student based off that. And as you said before, based on subjects, here's something the tutors can check their preferred subjects with so they can decide for their own. And a couple other questions. And yeah, that's basically it. It's pretty quick. I think it took around 15 or 20 minutes for me to do it, or yeah, maybe 15 to 30 minutes actually. But once you do it, the rest of the process is pretty simple.
Okay, cool. And so once you get a student, how does it kind of how does it kind of work in terms of matching up? Like, do you just kind of like tell them like, oh, you're gonna meet this student at this time, or is it like what's kind of the process once you are a tutor?
Yeah, so once a tutor applies and is interviewed and joins our organization, we have a committee that matches them with the student based on timings and subject.
Uh-huh.
And then we will inform that tutor about the timing, and we'll also inform the student and student's family about the timing,
Mhm.
the location meaning what Zoom link to join, and then what time to join, and then also how many times a week. And then we'll guide them through their first session, um, just to make sure everything's running smoothly. And after that, they can start building a connection with their student weekly or bi-weekly, anytime.
So does the tutor typically stick with the same student like over the
Yeah,
course?
that's something that we really emphasize on, is building a connection with the student and not really switching tutors for one student, making sure that that tutor-student relationship is always a priority when learning new concepts.
Yeah, that's that's really awesome. So, I mean, that sounds really cool. I mean, I'm like super, like I said, I'm really impressed with you guys. I'm really impressed like the service you guys are providing and the connection with the community. I think that's like really, really, really needed these days. And yeah, I mean, I guess if I would say like you guys each just give me your pitch about why why a student should join or what's the best part of it, just like a quick quick spiel, just a last minute thing you want to add into why students should participate, or tutors, the students here or my audience to sort of engage in this process and become a tutor.
Yeah, I think if you're joining as a student, anyone K through 8, you're not only joining to learn, you're also joining to make a new friend as your tutor. So it's a really great process. You'll be able to learn, you'll be able to meet new people, make a friend, have fun. It's a really great opportunity. And then same goes for tutors. You guys can gain volunteer hours, join a pretty big organization. It's just a great experience overall.
Yeah, very cool. All right, anyone else want to add anything, or Shihari, you want to?
Well, yeah, especially in high school, people are always looking for your impact in the community. So this is a really nice way of showing your efforts in that sense, and showing off how much you uh, helped the student and helped, like Ritvik said, helped the community as well.
Yeah.
Do you want service hours? Do you want to help others? Do you want to grow as a person? If so, join our Connect Me team. Joining Connect Me means getting connected with a student, helping others, and growing as a person.
Awesome. I love that pitch. That's an excellent sales pitch. That was very good. And I'm just gonna pitch you guys just one thing, because I don't know if you guys know. I actually was electrical engineer when I started, and my first volunteering of tutoring a few friends in high school was actually in college, when I would volunteer as a tutor to help other electrical engineering students. Like, so we were part of a HKN, or IEEE now, for Electrical Engineering Honor Society, and I did that, and I found it super fulfilling. So even after I got a normal job as an electrical engineer, I was a circuit designer, I was a cache designer for AMD, doing processor design, and I always still went back to volunteering for tutoring. I tutored for a program called School on Wheels, a couple of other programs. So like this is like super super awesome, and I found I love the teaching, and that's where you guys out there who are watching a lot of my stuff, I just really, really enjoy sharing some of that stuff, and it comes across. And I couldn't have done it if I didn't, take a leap and volunteer and try to help out and really find what it is that I really enjoyed. It's not a traditional path. Like, you guys are high achieving. I know you guys want to be like the next Google, the next Facebook, I don't know, the next whatever, right? In terms of technology and stuff like that. But education and teaching is like really connection, and it's been like something that I'm really really grateful for, that I found. And so something like this is like an amazing opportunity, and it's like other high school kids like you guys to to sort of be able to engage and see if it's just like something different, you know, than like maybe what you might traditionally do with your volunteer time. So I know, I think that's like a really, really great program, and they got it all set up, all the infrastructure set up for you guys. So definitely check it out and definitely apply. Can't hurt. And if you got some time, I think it's definitely well worth for not only, you know, your volunteer hours, but just from your own personal growth. And let me just tell you that it can make a big difference to another person's life. So yeah. So thank you guys for being on here with me and introducing this. I really appreciate that. And I really hope like a lot of success for you guys, like a lot of, you know, growth, a lot of impacting more students and helping more kids out. I think that's really, really amazing service is super needed. So yeah, that's awesome.